Hi, good morning, everybody. Well, it's actually 12:30-ish, almost 1, I think. Anyway, I'm going to start doing a few things to get us ready for cold and flu season that are done in the kitchen. So one of them is this. I'm making elderberry syrup. And if you don't know about elderberry syrup, it's very easy to make at home, and it's very expensive to buy from your local, what do you call them, like herbal gurus. And that doesn't mean it's not wonderful. It's just more cost effective. Don't be afraid to make this yourself. You're going to need just a few things. I ordered these. They are straight up elderberries. They're dried, and that's the kind you want, dried elderberries. So you're going to need 1.5 cups of these. I should tell you I doubled the recipe. You're going to need 2 cinnamon sticks, 8 whole cloves, and 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. You can peel your ginger, and you do need to. You can peel your ginger with a spoon, or you can do it with a little vegetable, peeler. You can do it with a paring knife. I need 2 tablespoons though. So the 1.5 cups, 2 of these, 8 of these, 2 tablespoons of this. You're going to need, if you double it, 6 cups of water. My water comes from my well, and there's no fluoride and there's no chlorine or anything else in it, to clean city water. Just comes up out of the well, and it's a private well. Let's see. And then you're going to need 2 cups of honey. There were not 2 cups of honey in my honey container, so I had to go get the other stuff and kind of mix it together, and that's why it looks like it does. I'm trying to mix it with warm water. It's not open. It's setting in a container of warm water. That is it. That's all you're going to need here. Water, honey, elderberries, cinnamon, whole cloves, and ginger. Oh, and whole things of cinnamon sticks. Now, you can find recipes that'll say you can use essential oil. I never have. I do own these essential oils, all of these, but I have never used them for food. You can also use, your spice jar powdered cinnamon, powdered cloves, and powdered ginger. So that's totally up to you, but I wanted to keep it as close to the recipe as I felt was normal and all of that. So I'm going to get busy on this. If you're brand new, welcome to my channel. I hope if this interests you, you'll consider watching it. And I'll tell you about the benefits of using these in a little bit. The benefits of using elderberry syrup. Hey, I didn't even say if you're not new, welcome back, friends. It's so nice to have you people that come back all the time, you people. Sorry. My kids are always correcting me on terms I should and should not use, Anyway, you lovely ladies and gentlemen who continue back to see me and say hi and become friends, welcome back. Now then, I've got my water here. It's on in a non-reactive pan, stainless steel, glass, whatever you have that's non-reactive. I'm going to add to the water my elderberries. These are nice elderberries. And here I have the cloves, the cinnamon sticks, and the ginger that I have chopped. Doesn't matter what you do to the ginger. You could grate it, you could chop it, you could put it in as a whole piece. Doesn't matter. You're going to strain all the solids out in the end. Now you want to put this on a, medium-low, low-medium, so that it'll come to a boil. After it comes to a boil, you want to let it continue to low, very low, until it reduces by half. The liquid, not the solids. The liquid will reduce by half. At that point, it becomes kind of stronger, I guess, from all of the goodness you put in it. And after you've done that, you can add your other stuff, honey. You don't want to cook honey because it's not good for it. It's not meant to be cooked unless, you can cook it for baked goods and stuff, but it doesn't have the same antifungal properties, I don't think, and things like that, which is what you're going for here. What was I also going to say? I did say I was going to call my channel that. What was I saying? If you've never used elderberry syrup, it doesn't have a taste of cinnamon or ginger or cloves or water. I've never had a fresh elderberry, so I can't compare it to anything. What it tastes like to me is, and it doesn't taste like honey, it tastes like grape, like a kind of a grape juice, but a stronger grape juice. And it's sweet, but not like sugar. So probably because there's no sugar in it. Do you know what I mean? So it's really, really something that kids, especially if they're not ill, will be happy to do. So what my daughter does with my granddaughter is when school starts, she starts giving her spoonfuls of this, a tablespoon of this, in the morning after she's had breakfast and before she brushes her teeth. And then she feels like that's, a great preventative, as do a lot of moms and grandmothers, myself included. You can also use it after the fact, when you start feeling a sniffle, an allergy, a sore throat. This is all anecdotal. I'm not a care provider, licensed care provider. I'm a care provider for sure for my family, but not a licensed care provider. I'm not an herbalist. I'm not anything like that. I'm saying this to you, mom to mom, dad to mom to dad. I almost said dad to dad, but you know what I mean. Like you would say, have your orange juice. This is ramped up orange juice, like that. All right, we have boilage here, so I'm going to turn that way down and let it just simmer on low. I'm going to have to take it off the burner for a minute completely, I think. I'm going to let it just cool for a minute because I don't want it to actively boil. I want it to simmer. And I have a propane gas stove, and I am still learning the ropes on that. Sorry for the steam. Yeah, it's still going some. Remember, there's no honey in this yet. It comes last. Oops. I might have to put it on a back burner because those actual burner sizes are smaller. But this might do it. We'll see. I'll keep looking. That's better, much better. Now I'm going to turn on the fan, and I'm not going to talk while this is on because it's obnoxious, so that when my husband comes in, he won't think I'm steaming the joint up. Okay, this reduced by about half, and you can see the water line is how I'm telling, is how much it went down. Now I'm going to strain it. And so here I've got just a big stainless steel strainer and this jar to put it in so I can pour it out. So I'll get doing that. I won't be able to hold the camera, and I'm not going to put it up in the tripod right now. Sorry. No, not sorry. Like you care. Now squish down a little bit. Again, I'm trying not to use anything that would react. It's a little close, isn't it, friends? Sorry. So just squeezing out the last. And I'll, stir it around and squeeze it down some more a couple times as it cools. All of the solids are now just over a bowl. I got most of the liquid out, I think. I pushed. And here is what I'm left with. This is a great big measuring cup. I haven't turned it to see how much is in here. But I want it to cool down so that it's not super hot. It can be warm, but not super hot before I add the honey, because I don't want to hurt the honey with the heat. All the solids are out. I'll use this tall canning jar and just a regular, funnel. And I'll use one of the plasticky jar lids because I'm not canning it. I'm just putting it in the fridge. So there's that. Okay, excuse the mess here. I'm doing balloons because today is son number 2's birthday. He will be 20. He is 26 today, as about 7:12 this morning. And so anyway, that's this. I'm sitting at the table. He has allowed me to give him gifts, and a cheesecake, and I'm making burgers for dinner. So anyway, I'm going to tell you about the benefits of this elderberry syrup. Now, I'm not a care provider. I'm not an herbalist. I am a mom and a grandma, so I will tell you that it is a cold preventative when you look it up, when you check it out. It's an antioxidant. It is full of vitamin C, and it's a drug-free way to give your immune system a boost, the same as you would with broccoli and bell peppers and citrus and things like that. The value and beauty of this is it's shelf stable, where things like fresh vegetables and fruits can go bad. You can run out, people are sick, you don't want to go to the store. This is going to be in the refrigerator. In my opinion, and opinion only, it'll only last 8 weeks, and then you'll want to make a new batch. So my thought was, school starts here in about 4 weeks, and when they all come home from school, when they all go to school, they'll be sharing everything that they brought home from summer vacation in Connecticut and camp in Texas, and like that. And so things are going to get spread quick and fast and hard. Colds, virus, So that's how that goes. And so, this has just always worked for us kind of well. We like it. And isn't it funny that I even wrote this down? Let me see if I can. Isn't it funny that it contains cinnamon, ginger, and cloves? And, these things have been used in winter foods for as long as people can probably know. And they knew back then that these 3 things were really good for them, as well as honey. Your winter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving kind of dishes will have like fruit cake and ginger snaps and gingerbread cake and, all of the things that we traditionally make. Maybe, I got a balloon moving, maybe that's because they knew even back then that these things were good for us. So I'll quit yammering on that, other than to say, we like to give a tablespoon in the morning, every morning. It helps with the throat to not collect bacteria, viral, whatever. And that's just my opinion again. So, and this is for a child who is 10 years old now, or 9. I think she's 9 now. And I would never give this to a kid who's under 2. Don't forget it's got honey in it. So, and it's not been cooked. So that's my story on this. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator, and that's where we keep them, to keep them fresh until they're gone. So tomorrow I will show you the next home remedy thing that I keep on hand for cold and flu season that's coming up. And if you like what you see and you see what you like, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I really love to meet new people. I love to chat. And thank you for those of you that come back and chat with me each time. Bye, everybody.